Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today, we'll be talking about a crucial topic every manual tester faces at some point. That is handling disagreements with developers about bugs. It is a crucial skill for effective teamwork. We will discuss the most common situations that we usually encounter. You, as a QA, are convinced something is a bug, but the developer does not agree. How do you navigate that initial conflict? This is where clear communication and evidence are paramount. Instead of arguing, I always begin by asking clarifying questions. I want to understand their perspective fully. Perhaps they interpreted the requirements differently, or they see an edge case I missed. Understanding their viewpoint is key. But what if after that discussion, you still believe it is a bug? Then I refer back to the requirements and specifications. I show them precisely how the expected behavior, as documented, differs from what is actually happening in the system. I also make sure my bug report is crystal clear, with detailed, step-by-step instructions to reproduce the issue, along with screenshots or logs. This objective evidence is vital. Evidence and documentation are powerful. But what if the developer acknowledges it is a bug, but then does not prioritize it, or seems to be working on other development tasks instead? This is a major conflict point for many QA teams. That is a common challenge. In such cases, it often comes down to defect prioritization. We need to explain the real-world impact of the bug. How does it affect the user experience? What is the business impact or risk if this bug remains unfixed? Highlighting the severity and priority of the bug is crucial. If it is a critical bug that significantly affects functionality or user experience, it should be high priority. If, after explaining the impact and referring to agreed upon prioritization criteria, the developer is still not ready to work on it, then it is time for escalation. When escalation is necessary, I would involve a product manager or a team lead for a final decision. They can help mediate and ensure the bug is prioritized correctly within the project timeline and resources. This ensures the bug is addressed and does not get lost in the backlog. Having a structured process for conflict resolution is important. What if you are testing a feature that lacks clear requirements or has no documentation at all? Sometimes, when documentation is missing or unclear, it often leads to disagreements because there is no clear baseline for expected behavior. In such cases, a proactive approach is essential to resolve the conflict. I would engage with stakeholders to clarify expectations and gather as much information as possible. Using exploratory testing techniques helps to understand the feature by actively interacting with it and uncovering potential issues. It is also important to document any assumptions made and create informal specifications to guide testing. Collaborating closely with developers to understand their intended functionality is crucial, and then creating test cases based on user stories or typical use cases. We would iteratively refine these tests as more information becomes available, building a shared understanding that helps resolve any disagreements about what constitutes a bug. Another point can be when a developer claims they cannot reproduce the bug. This is why thorough bug reporting is vital. Every detail, every step, every piece of environment information helps them see the issue firsthand. Fostering a culture of respect and empathy is crucial. It is about collaboration, not confrontation. We are all working towards the same goal: delivering a high-quality product. Mastering these communication and negotiation skills is vital for any tester. It builds trust, ensures quality, and ultimately leads to a more efficient development process. If you found this guide helpful, please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more insights, and thank you for watching.